Okay, so we're back at the default rabbit, and as you can see here, I have just clicked this little arrow icon that opens and closes the actual base of the avatar. What you can see in here is you can see a couple of the items that are actually already on by default. So the carrot and the hair are already on by default. What you can also see here, you can also see the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in here and I'm going to show you a couple of the new features that we have with the updated rabbit. So I'm going to scroll in, and then what we're going to do, we're going to move down here, and I'm going to find the mouth. And here we go. I'm going to open the mouth up. And what you can see is a new style of teeth that I've added in this last update. They're a little bit more human, but obviously with still the back teeth, top and bottom, but there's just a little bit more detail than there was on the previous version. So this gives people a bit more, a little bit more sort of variation on how your avatar looks. And I found that most people seem to prefer a few more teeth than the old version of the teeth, which was a bit more realistic to how rabbit teeth actually look. Now you can switch it to look more like the original. So you can actually go down to the bottom of this list. If you keep on scrolling all the way down, you'll get to a point where you see the ArcKit blend shape sort of breaker, and below here these are where all the face tracking blend shapes appear. But just above that you have these T underscores, and those are for the teeth. So currently they're set to 55% bunny and 100% flat. Now, what these allow you to do is by editing all of these, you can change the way your teeth look. So I've built these so that you can have a more human style looking teeth. Some people actually prefer that. You can have the more rabbit style teeth with the buck teeth like this. If you really want, you can actually get rid of the bunny teeth, or just the bunny teeth. You can have a bunny natural teeth. And what that will do is that will actually just give you just the two back teeth at the back and then just the buck teeth, which is very similar to how they looked prior to this update. I prefer my update with the buck teeth, but with slightly more humanoid teeth. But you can also, if you want to, you can also go with some canine teeth. So if you want to, you can switch off the bunny teeth, and you can switch off the flat. And what you'll see is we have some canines appearing, and the teeth look a lot more like predator, carnivore teeth. So yeah, these can be used if you want to change the base into maybe a possum or a raccoon. Obviously, there are some species that I don't currently have as actual supported species in the base, but I do have blend shapes, and these teeth were added in specifically so that if somebody wanted to make specifically raccoons and possums have sort of more canine teeth, I wanted to be able to allow people to do that. Same with something like a cabbit. You can have the sort of kitty cat teeth and find yourself a long tail, and you basically got yourself a cabbit. So yeah, that's kind of that. You can even have, you can actually put on this, which is the snaggle tooth, the sort of the teeth where they come further out. And what you'll see from that is that the teeth now are actually much further forward. And when you shut the mouth, the teeth will actually appear outside of the mouth. So if I come up to here and I shut the mouth now, again, I'm only having the mouth open so that you can see what they look like. But yeah, there we go. So if you want some nice snaggle tooths, so yeah, you can have your little sort of Wolperganger style sort of teeth, you can do that as well. Okay, that's that. There is only one other thing I'd like to show you. So let's get on to that now.